Alperen Sengun has started in the NBA unlike any other players in the recent past. This season, the third-year Rockets center, nicknamed as Discount Jokic, is establishing himself and contributing to the NBA's most welcome early surprise. What is Alperen Sengun's story with the Houston Rockets? Alperen Sengun was selected by the Houston Rockets, and their main concern at the time was how he would adapt to the NBA. The Turkish adolescent, who was still just 19, was unable to speak English. Their worries were unfounded. Rockets general manager Rafael Stone tells me he had absolutely no adjustment period, not one, none at all. And we didn't do that. He has that exact personality. Sengun's quite large. He's friendly, charismatic, kind, and real. When Stone saw Sengun's initial exercises at the Las Vegas Summer League in 2021, it became immediately clear to him how that plays out on the basketball court. Sengun was unable to understand the Houston coaching staff as they were installing their playbook, but he still managed to pick up on all the plays and where each player was supposed to be. Sengun also managed to get his teammates to break the play through grunt and groans so he could hit them with spectacular behind the back and between the legs passes. That really is him, Stone chuckles. That just sounds like him. Even his most enthusiastic supporters didn't anticipate the leap to the number 16 overall pick was making so quickly, but 2 years later, on a more experienced team, under a new tough head coach, and as part of an organization that spent the offseason demonstrating a strong financial commitment to turning the page, he's creating history. The most delightful surprise in the NBA this season is Sengun, who leads a 6-3 upstart that finished 29th in the net rating in 2022 and 2023. As of right now, they're 6th. The all-star caliber Sengun, who is a revelation in the midst of it all, averages 19.4 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 6.0 assists per game, while ranking in the top 10 in the league in a number of catch-all stats. In contrast to last season, he's dramatically improved his efficiency, playmaking, and scoring while decreasing his fouls and turnovers. It's not all hollow. Houston is outsourcing its opponents by 10.7 points per 100 possessions while Sengun is on the court. The Rockets are outscored by 5.1 points per 100 possessions when he sits. Sengun's offensive has ascended to a higher atmospheric layer. Although his defense is still not up to the standards the Rockets have for it, his effort and impact there are far more than those of some of his more desperate teammates. All of this follows 2 dismal seasons for a rebuilding team that put acquiring lottery selections and draft picks ahead of a competitive product. Over the previous 2 seasons, the Rockets have won 42 games overall, while their youthful center has mixed growing pains and flashes of potential next to a number of high upside but prone to mistakes prospects. It was basketball through fire and water with the knowledge that a significant shift was going to occur. The times of playing through the same mistakes over and over again with no meaningful repercussions were going to come to an end. We kind of explained to him when we drafted him, saying things like, "Look, you're gonna get a chance to prove some stuff." Stone informed, but not for long. Take advantage of the opportunities you have, as they won't last forever. With the hiring of head coach Ime Udoka in April last year, a new phase got underway with the goal of resetting the culture, instituting accountability, and turning all that potential into victories. Over the summer, the Rockets added more seasoned role players in Jeff Green, Jock Landale, Reggie Bullock, and Aaron Holiday after going all out for free agents Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. With those trades, Houston shot up to the middle of the pack from having the youngest squad in the league. Sengun is grateful for the faster timetable and feels that it's helped. He tells me, "We were like a college team. You understand what I mean when I say that we naturally desired veterans who could monitor and instruct us, and now that the club has 2 championship players, they talk a lot. We adore education." During his first few seasons, Sengun's skill was like a double-edged sword because the right play may be arbitrary. Even if he passed to an open teammate, they might not take advantage of the advantage he just established, which would cause the possession to collapse. It had an impact on his decision-making, although this season it hasn't been a problem. Is Alperen Sengun the Houston Rockets' most significant player right now? No longer are the Rockets amorphous. Most of VanVleet's leadership is demonstrated on the court, where he directs Sengun's movements and indicates defensive assignments. The two clicked on pick and roll practically immediately. Only Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham have more dates per game. Sengun's early season influence as the most crucial member of Houston's core is no fluke, giving us multiple reasons to be optimistic, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Above the others are two basic ones. Sengun's age is the first. He turned 21 in July last year. To put things into perspective, Sengun's favorite basketball player Nikola Jokic made his NBA debut on October 28, 2015 at the age of 20 years and 251 days. At that age, Sengun had already played 144 games. I believe that his IQ is even higher than you may think, the Rockets' coach Udoka says. He truly comprehends the game, and he's capable of doing a lot of things that guys like Jokic and those guys are doing, especially considering his age. That young person highlights a fortunate future. Sengun is already 6'11" now, having grown at least an inch the previous season. Additionally, he studied body optimization for 5 weeks at P3, a sports science organization located in Santa Barbara, California. Sengun made the most of his workouts despite being new to the sport, strengthening his legs to better defend against opponents in the paint and increasing his explosiveness to finish at the rim. A stylish explanation is the second. Sengun has an unusually valued skill set that is designed specifically to dominate the modern NBA. His strengths are a clear lineage to the hyper-efficient pass-first control centers that push buttons and pull levers for some of the best attacks currently being played by big guys like Jokic and Domantas Sabonis. Sengun is capable of dominating any player in the post, grabbing rebounds, initiating dribble handoffs, making accurate reads on short rolls, and redirecting traffic with his elbow. Because of his extraordinary vision, which motivates teammates to move even when they don't have the ball because they know Sengun will find them, he can pass for a guard and run his own pick and roll or come off a screen. To put it in another way, his style of play flips the court, making the other centers defend in unfamiliar territory. Additionally, when actions are directed through Sengun, the team as a whole benefits from a rising tide. Does Alperen Sengun's style of play resemble that of Nikola Jokic? After the Nuggets defeated the Rockets in a preseason game, Jokic was asked about Sengun while seated at a podium over a year ago. I believe he has a lot of talent, the two-time MVP stated. I know this is going to sound strange, but I believe they should play through him a little bit more. With all of their threes, they occasionally have a slightly more static appearance. Stated differently, act on what we did. Denver's championship win not only solidified the reputation of a first-ballot Hall of Famer, but it also dispelled any uncertainty regarding the Nuggets' overall strategy. They demonstrated that a winner might be constructed around a center who isn't very athletic, doesn't guard the rim, and prefers to pass rather than score. Jokic is unique, but the Rockets and Sengun included are the only team that could even try to follow Denver's model. His artistic similarity to Jokic is unfair and seductive at the same time. It's a bit of a joke to compare somebody to one of the greatest basketball players ever. Jokic, who is bigger than Sengun, virtually always makes the right read when he first touched the ball when he joined the league. Jokic now leads the league in front court touches per game with 58.4, while Sengun is in 6th place with 44. However, the exercise has some value as well. Rockets coach Udoka remarks, everyone compares him to, he's got a little bit of Jokic in him. That's what you notice right away. Both have touch and deft footwork, making them formidable post scorers. They both have superb glass instincts. Both of them deftly pass the ball while 1 or 2 steps ahead of the opposition. Sengun remarks, we like to play slowly and take our time. We have fairly similar touch under the rim and pass skills. Even though the season is just 9 games old, Sengun's statistical profile seems to be comparable to the warning signs of a volcano eruption when compared to Jokic's performance in his 3rd year. How do you feel about Alperen Sengun? Do you believe he'll be the NBA's future star? Do share your thoughts on this in the comments section below. For more interesting stories and updates, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Bye for now.